want to tell your mom?
Where's Daddy? Did you go to? So I'm just picking up Micah.
Yeah.
Senior. How much am I taking out? You don't think they need more than $20?
Huh?
They don't need more than $20 there. Especially since they're only gonna be here since 4. The good thing is their tickets will be cheaper. It's after 4 is cheaper. Yeah. Alright.
I think everything was impressive about that. Except they didn't get a first down, but I like their field position now after that play.
Yeah, now you got a pretty makeable field goal opportunity. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. 2 not to miss to close out Week 6. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
56. Hey, Zoo. Get that quarterback at all costs. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Army. Mike 22. Alert. Check pass.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. You must be dreaming.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Alert! 56. Hey, Haywood. Get that ball. Alert 3. Check nickel. Alert! Watch twist. Pass.
Allen gonna throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Give me some. Here we go. 552. Hey, tight. Get in there. Let's get in there now. Where's 52?
Now Allen to throw. To throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
You better be ready. Stop. Check 24. Check 24. Hey, alert. Watch 24.
Now a handoff to Richard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First down, Dolphins.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. Throw left side complete. It's Drake. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's going to fire one deep over. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Allen. He's got a man. It's his fullback. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Forced out to his left. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check 50.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I'm coming after you.
Allen now throwing again. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Slam. Gun. Check 25. Check 25. Hey, Alpha. Check 59.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Strong alert. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Check 15. Check 15. Check 9. Watch safety creep. Hey, tight. Safety's creeping. I got him. On me. Half 10.
And that'll set him back 5. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10.
All day, every day, any day. Hey, Echo.
From the gun, Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running the football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On first down, Drake. And he's got this down to the 35. And Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
At the Bills' 21-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Play action here with Rosen. Looking for the end zone. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. (17-17) the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
56.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Rosen now off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Undercut. Wall. Get wall. Shape for it.
And now it's Rosen looking. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the toss, Drake going left. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd and short, Drake.
Oh, my goodness, no!
This is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown.
Wow.
So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now Rosen on 1st down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Damn, smart.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On play action, Rosen. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Third and long here for Rosen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Allen. That's complete to Richard, the running back. Given 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. T.J. Yeldon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. A 1-yard run on 1st down, another yard that gets them into the end zone on 2nd down. Maybe not much for the yards per carry average, but hey, 6 points.
Yeah, bottom line is it doesn't matter there. You've got to find a way to wedge it into the end zone. Yards per carry, that's out the window. How do you score? And on the 2nd down, they had something going. They got a yard before. They thought they could do it again, and they got it done.
They'll start the drive with Drake. Oh, look at that. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Alert! Hey, switch gears.
To throw is Rosen. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, orbit.
Here's Rosen to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Santos with the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Go. Tighten up.
Richard on the toss. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Mike, 319. Come on.
Now on second and 16. Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Check, 59. In your face. Mike, check, 59.
Allen from the gun on third down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Credit the sack to Corey Legion. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Maurice Alexander making the stop defensively. On second down, Rosen eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. The Dolphins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
49,
Rosen will throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Alert flag. Hey, hold. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Bills on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Drake. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Rosen. Over the middle here to Wilson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now it's Rosen. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Drake. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jerry Hughes in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a give to Richard. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go. Check 52. He's crashing. He's checking out.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Go. 22, Mike 22. You ain't going nowhere. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This is taken at the 23. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Let's go.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, it's Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Now on 1st down, Drake again. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Check.
Here's Rosen. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Miami. 48 yards. They come up in an offset eye. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to throw. Allen. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Steps away to his left. Now a desperate. That's caught at the 25. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Allen. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He's back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
You got tight right there. Kill.
They run it from the gun with Yeldon. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Hey, tight down. There you go. Alert.
They'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. One final shot here for Rosen. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Buffalo, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for Miami, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yes, thank you, man. Thank you. What's up with your mom? She okay? You know, just come over here while they're working. All right. All right. All right, thank you. Fruit juice, please. All right. Bye.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not.